And it looks like we're ready to move. As you might have known, these two runners have a bit of a varying PB times, as DSgamer is around a 39-minute time, but Revo it has I think a low 31. But he actually recently removed his times from speedrun.com in order to help him mentally, he said. So not really sure what his actual PB is, since it's not up to date, but if we look at just comparison, it should be a much better than what DSgamer has. That does not mean it's impossible, but I'm just saying Revo is pretty good. It's gonna be hard for him to not get beat. So these players obviously also played in the group stage of this tournament, where Revo got the first seed and DSgamer got the 4th seed of his respective group, which is why they're up against each other right now in this first round. Again, the emphasis that, you know, even if your time is sub 40 and it's so good to have sub 40, it's actually harder than you might think. Revo is just on another level usually, but let's see if he will bring his A game first before making any harsh conclusions here. Well, we can see Revo going really fast already. Okay, that's some task strats over there. He's incorporating the task strats, which are also used for the sub 1 minute Forsaken City world record. It's been a while since I've seen someone use that. And if there's someone who is actually, you know, gonna go for the risky strats, it is Revo, known for his aggressive playstyle. So far, DSgamer is making good progress through City as well. Just reaching the minute mark on the 3rd to final screen. And that's really solid for this first chapter. And Revo looks to be finishing with a 106, and that was a cheeky reverse wave dash actually. I'm not sure why he has his game in German, since he is from Brazil, but we might be able to ask him after the race. Now into chapter 2. You can see that Revo is actually catching up to DSgamer here, and even though DSgamer was ahead in screens, it's gonna be based on the in-game time eventually. So you can actually take a few breaks in between levels if you really want to, and then finish the race and still be able to win because of your in-game time. Of course, taking long breaks is not allowed, as far as I know, and it will be it's advertised for everyone to keep playing and don't, you know, go to the bathroom before you start and all that stuff. Revo is going so fast through this level actually. Insane. Like, entering this screen before 50 seconds is one of the ways I usually gauge my chapter 2, and he just came in with like 48 seconds, so that's insanely fast. Oh, missed the strat there to bypass these bad lines, because of course these bad lines will chase you down and you have to backtrack a little bit, and thus they might get in the way in that particular point. Messed up the strat there. Still, look at this man zip around. A little bit of sync here. And I gotta say, DSgamer is doing pretty well so far. This is not anything like nothing bad to go for. To scoff. It's nothing to scoff at. So really good times for his chapter 1 and 2 so far. So might be just be insanely on fire. Revo finishing with 158 on Chapter 2 and DSgamer with 204. Both amazing times. Of course, sub 2 minutes is usually a sign of a top tier runner, but sub 2:10 is still extremely solid. Moving into Chapter 3 now. We do see Revo taking a lead and building it in the last chapter already by a few seconds. Now he is around, let's see when he passes here, passes at 4:15 roughly. And DSgamer passes at 4:39, so Revo already good 20 seconds ahead. So already showing his class in this game. Yeah, indeed, good point. Revo did die in one of the 2 long rooms of the chapter and he still got sub 2 minutes. That just shows how amazingly fast he can go. Ugh. Ooh, misses the strat there. Most runners here do a extended hyper into corner boost as he did on the second try. Went just a bit too low. See, DSgamer misses the corner boost, but it's still really relatively fast if you just get the first half of that strategy, so that's why it's so nice to do. It's basically low risk, semi-medium reward, so why not go for it, right? Into the huge mess now. I still don't know why he has his game in German. Still don't know. But we'll see. Should be relatively easy spike jump for him. Yup. Entering with 152 on the first button. Which, you know, I'm gonna already sound like a broken record here, but that's just really fast. But, that's why many expect Revolution to go far into this bracket. So, if he can keep this kind of performance up later in the bracket, we will end up at the top for sure. Ooh. As I say that, this room is actually quite annoying to get a fast cycle in. And can actually be punishing as well, since it's kind of slow. But still, makes it to the second button. DSgamer now starting the second of the branches on his way to the bucket button. Ooh, he went for a strat there, and I'm not sure, but it looked amazing. Playable mountain in Smash. Hollow Knight and Duck Hunt. Madeline and Hollow Knight? I'm not sure how that works, since that's from 2 different games, but... Revo getting the cycle skip there, very nice. DSgamer now in his third path. Still relatively good pace for a resort chapter, which is usually the make or break point for a run. The first 2 chapters can be punishing if you die a lot, but it's not too bad. However, this chapter is one of the more punishing ones. The mountain climb. Okay, that's a better. I like that idea. Oh, he misses the crystal and then bonks his head. Revo is struggling a bit in this wall bounce room. And the winner of this race will face Giggs in the next round. And if these early chapters are a good indication, that might just be Revo, but of course I'm not counting out DSgamer just yet. There we go. DSgamer now also in the quad hyper room. Revo starting the Oh, Shiro Chase, that was a nice ultra strat. Okay. And as I said, Revo, one of the more aggressive players, so if you want to find amazing 6 strats, you gotta watch him, you gotta look at him. I would say him and Babai are the 2 guys with the most aggressive strats ever. If you wanna, you know, up your game a little bit, definitely watch out for these guys. Although Babai is more kinda running A or B now and stuff, any percent still. Why not? Take the upper route. Ooh. Dying in this final Shiro room can be quite punishing. Good thing that was early on in the room. Revo another death. And another. Seems to be either some rust or maybe some new strat that he hasn't mastered yet. He's gonna lower the time of his resort. Well, not lower the time. He's gonna lose time here. Ends with around a 520 something. 527. Still really fast, but maybe perhaps for, you know, for Revo that's not fast at all. With 11 deaths, he should be capable of getting sub 5 in the chapter, for sure. DSgamer now also in the Oshiro fight. Has trouble with this dash crystal room. Makes it now into the final room. Looking at a mid 6 minute time for his resort, which for his PP is really solid. Look at Revo go in these bubbles. So as we enter Bridge, I will already warn you, since Revo's internet isn't always the best, or his bitrate at least. In the wind rooms we might struggle a little bit with quality, because the wind tends to destroy most computers' bit rates. So everything should still be clearly visible, but just not that crispy quality you're used to. But that does not matter, these guys. That does not mean these guys will not go fast. And Revo going for a blockless strat here. Interesting. Doesn't really nail it, but decides to go with the quote-unquote boring strat instead. Does that mean he's going for an ultra here on the block? No. He's using the somewhat standard skip now. And yeah, this is what I mean with the wind. Everything's still clear, but it can be annoying. DSgamer now moving into the second spike jump. Into very near the first autoscaler room. Ooh, misses the wall bounce through the screen transition here. Gets it the second time, still really nice. Revo, despite those few deaths, still has a sub 2 minute entry on the second autoscaler room. That's really nice. Ooh, DSgamer misses the skip. There was potential for perhaps a backup there, but decides to reset. Goes for the somewhat slower skip, but still, you know, still better than nothing. Gets through. And oh, Revo dying there. Missing this this cycle skip here. Gets it the second time. And I can't really see his IL timer right now due to the harsh winds. All I know is he's probably on a 310 pace. Is my guess. But we'll see, we'll see. Let's see, ultras here. Ultras there. Okay, what was that? That was an interesting snowball tactic. I've actually not seen that before ever. That might have been just sheer luck or coincidence that he pulled that off and made it, you know, made it look like it was intended, but if that was intended, that was insane. And he will finish off Ridge here with a 3... What's his face? I still can't really read that. A 3 something. I'm not sure. But he's solidly in the lead in this race. As he moves into Temple. DSgamer is in the harsh wind section, still keeping pace. Especially if you consider that, you know, before Revo removed his PBs from SRC, this was like an 8-minute difference between these two runners. But you can't really imagine that differential going down, especially as Revo is showing that he's still capable of performing at such a high level. So still really nice. So as DSgamer is finishing up chapter 4 here, I think it got posted in the chat already, but be sure to check out the bracket to see how your favorite player is doing in the bracket right now. The let's see, the winner of this race will face Giggs in the second round of the upper bracket. And is he going for 5B? He is actually going for 5B. Of course, it's Revo. Okay, let's see that explained for those who don't know. So, Revo actually found out quite recently that if you get the tape and then do the B side and complete the B side, you actually unlock the A side for the next chapter. So you don't have to do the A sides to progress. Now, usually this means that usually most B sides are slower. That if you go get the tape and do the B side, that takes more time. However, 5B, after you get the 5A tape with recent strats, is actually slightly faster if you do it near perfectly. So we get to hear the Mixmaster song in any percent now. And there's one really tough strat that Revo has to pull off for this to save time, and this is this room. Oh, he misses the dash crystal. He needs to keep his dash throughout the entire room here. And now get this really tight corner boost. Does he get it? No! Misses the corner boost. This is like, if you do this route in any percent, this is easily the hardest trick in the game. Oh, almost got the corner boost there. Just barely clipped the spike. Try number 3. He's determined to do this B-side route. Alternate routing in any percent. Who would have thought? There we go. There's the corner boost. He made it. Oh, okay. That's actually a good find. You don't need a creepy wall bounce there. And we're through. I'm not sure if this saves time now, since that he died a few times. However, he certainly gets all the swag points. And I think it looks like I'm a bit delayed, according to a few. Well, I'll check it out real quick. So right now, Revo out of the mirror into this downward section where you have to press all the buttons to move forward. Yep, seems like we're back on track. And these Seeker strats, by the way, are amazing. Like, he's gonna pull off some crazy stuff here. Don't just your watch. Look at this. Oh, he barely misses it. Revo, kind of also the guy for B-sides. Look at this. Oh my god. These ultras. Oh, what? That looked wonky. Oh god, Revo, please. The button. Cool. Making it look easy here in 5B. Alright, a few more rooms to go. Oh! Gets a death there. And then he misses the Theo throw. But doesn't matter, it's still looking super crisp. And here's the last room of 5B. Gets stuck, his feet stuck on the corner there, stubs his toe. And there we go, Revo did the 5B route. For the first time in this tournament, if memory serves, the 5B route complete. So now he has unlocked 6A, in fact. And is he gonna do 6B as well? Because there's 2 levels that save time if you're a TAS, and 1 that is kind of RTA viable. And that's doing 5B and 6B. And Revo has been practicing a lot of 6B. So is he going for 6B as well? We'll find out soon enough. First, let's look at DSgamer. He moved into the Theo section. Is looking at a really solid tempo time here. First leg skip. Ooh, Revo misses. Dies on the first try, leg skip here. Gets it second try. Now the everlasting question in our minds. Will he grab the tape? The audience wants an answer. And it's almost time to deliver. So according to a few, his time there is like equivalent to a 5-minute tempo. Yes, he's going for the tape. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? And he's even going for the fast tape strat, which he missed. And he grabbed the tape. We're gonna see 6B as well. This guy does not give a hoot. Well, DSgamer looking at a 6-minute tempo. It's very solid. But his spotlight is kind of been stolen here by Revo. 6B. This guy is just styling here. Here we go. Meanwhile, DSgamer finishing up chapter 5. He could actually almost pull ahead. I'm not even kidding if Revo takes along with 6B. But then again, he has all the crazy strats. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? He's gonna ignore the Kevin block here. See, does he get this strat? He does not. Moves on strong. Oh, look at this. I haven't actually seen a bunch of 6B in speedruns, so a lot of these strats will be quite new for me as well. So we'll discover together what Revo has been cooking up in the past few months. So far, so good. Now going into some downward sections where you have to use your dashes cleverly to keep moving. DSgamer now moving into hollows of 6A, reflection the A side. Oh, that was a nice bumper boost from Revo actually. Just a few more downward rooms to go, and then we go into the badline fight of 6B. Skips that Kevin block here by retaining his dash. But hits a spike here, unfortunately. Almost there. DSgamer now into the second half of Hollows. And look how tight these jumps actually are. B-sides are no joke. So for Revo to just pull this off and not die at all is really impressive. These levels are tough. Oh, misses the ultras there. Still. And here's the Badline fight. So I've seen a few of Revo strats in this chapter and in the Badline fight, and they are mostly just beyond ridiculous. It's amazing to see. But mostly just his sheer consistency is what's the most amazing here. It's gonna take the feather. I've actually seen some people skip that. Oh, misses the feather there. Misses the coin as well. Might have jinxed it. Now DSgamer saying hello to Grandma, moving into the reflection part of Reflection, and it's not even a joke. There is actually a checkpoint called Reflection. There we go. Ooh. Revo kind of struggling a bit with these parts of 6B now. Gets sniped by the laser. So probably not happy about that, but for no reset, this is still, you know, just first of all the guts to go for this alternate but way harder route. It's like high risk, low reward, because you only save 10, well, only like 10 seconds if you're really good. Oh, that's so smart. DSgamer moving into the fight now. Looks to be catching up actually due to Revo's risks here. Goes through. What was that? He went through the bumper. What the hell? And he's even gonna skip this and okay. Oh, more ultras here. Pulling out all the swag. This guy doesn't stop. And there we go. He's almost at the end. Oh no. The bumper. I do remember Revo saying that he does not like bumpers. Especially not in 6B. That was a perfect example of why. Oh, nice bumper boost. And an ultra there. And in the final room of 6B. Oh, that's so nice. I didn't even know you could go through the bumper like that. And he finishes off 6B with a time of 5 minutes and a bit. And if we add 1 minute for getting the tape, let's say 1 minute and 10 seconds, that should put him at around 6.5 minutes for chapter 6. So it wasn't faster than just doing 6A, but it was definitely more impressive. DSgamer moving into the second half of the Badline fight in 6A now. Yeah. And the thing with the bumper, I've only seen that in the task so far, where that's actually used. So it's really cool to see him do that. So Revo now, in order to get to the end, you still have to complete the summit. He could go for the tape, but that's just not a thing. Like, it takes 3 minutes to get to the tape, and then around 7 to finish the B-side, so that's not hard. And so the only real viable B-sides are 5B and 6B. The rest are all, even if you were perfect and a task, you would probably not save time. No, you just would not save time. So it's only 5B and 6B. And 6B is only saves like a few seconds if you're play perfect, so I would say it's only 5B that saves time. But the task saves time in 6B. So there you go. DSgamer finished up the fight, looking at not a sub 7 reflection, but still a 7 flat, which is really solid for him. With a 10-minute summit, he's actually looking at a 37 here. That should be well below his PB. That's really nice. Ooh. I want to see these dream hypers from Revo now. I know I practically can guarantee you that he will go for them. That was 1. That was 2. That was 3. And that's 4. Very nice. Look at this man go. So fast. So, in Chapter 5 I actually wanted to mention where these guys would move in the bracket, depending on the result of this race, but then the Revo decided to pull out the 5B strat. So while you enjoy his amazing 1500 meters here, I'll take a look real quick if there is more information about their potential opponents. As I said, Gix will be awaiting the winner of these two in the upper bracket, which from all the looks of things, it's gonna be Revo. And if that is indeed the case, DSgamer will go to the lower bracket and face off against, let me see, Louder. So that should is where things stand right now. But let's first see these guys finish up their runs. And yeah, Revo lost a lot of time in 6B, but he wanted to do it. And if this was probably the race where it would be the best to do it, since the further you are in the bracket, the harder it is to pull this stuff out, and the more you have to actually, you know, save every frame possible. Oh, nice ultras. Oh no, he collected the berry. That's a report. Oh, he's going for that strat. Okay, Revo. Look, this is actually a task strat. Okay, he's gonna take the normal version. Oh, he misses the normal auto-scroll skip. Might go back to the task instead. Let's see what he does. Takes the quote-unquote normal route instead for the 3rd try. But still. Okay, that's now you're swagging. More swag? Yup. This man has so much style. DSgamer now finishing up 1000. To look sub 3 minutes. So if he wants to look at a sub 39 for a potential PB, that should still be very, very doable. Alright, on to, ooh, misses that corner boost, on to 2500. And DSgamer in the longer room of 1500. This one is so brutal to die on. He thankfully nails it first try. Does he go for the ultras? Ooh, gets cornered. Stop this hole in the corner there. Bravo, really nice movement here as well. But yeah, people don't like it when they want to jump off platforms and then accidentally wall jump off the corner. And thus have been using some mean words, some nasty words to describe such an occasion. Ooh. Misses the tiny optimization there for Revo here, where diagonal down dash to get that bubble ever so slightly faster. Into door skip. Does it. Cleanly. Skips the door there. His run is saved, as one might say. DSgamer now in 2000. Again, he's still keeping good pace for a potential PB here. If his SRC PB is up to date, which I will check right now how old the set PB is. And Revo in 3000, looking at a 34 or 33 time. DSgamer's PB on SRC is 2 months old, so his PB might be newer. I did not have the time to ask him. So we will ask him after the race if he's willing to talk a bit about his run. And I gotta keep pointing out, because, you know, Revo was stealing the show a bit with his routes. DSgamer just looks to have been doing a fairly consistent run. Like, nothing too fancy, but he isn't dying a hell of a lot. That's really good. Oh, misses the dash crystal. That's a whoops. Oh, and then bonks his head. We will look at Revo now in the updraft section here. Again, wind, not so fortunate on bit rates. Oh, going for the double dash strat here. Very nice. He's now in flag 14, gets the really tight dash there. That's 1 or 2 pixels of window you have there to eke through the gap. Now onto flag 12. DSgamer onto 2500. And if you have something you want to ask Revo, if he is willing to join for an interview, you can see if that is possible. If you just, you know, drop your question down in the chat. I'm mainly gonna ask him about 5B and 6B and how he felt he did in those chapters, because, you know, that was the highlight for me of his run. Now moving on to the final screen of the game. No more screen transitions, this is the final part. And it does indeed look like that Revo will be winning this race and moving on in the upper bracket of the Celeste Any Tournament. It's nigh impossible for him to throw away that lead now. But yeah, as you can see, he's actually looking at a low 34. So lost a bunch of time, most likely in 6B and 5B as well. And then of course you also have to play the other chapters perfectly. But I don't think that's that much of an issue in his mind right now, as he just wanted to show off his new and interesting route. As Revo will finish with a 34-10 and will win this race. Let's take a look at his death count. No, but first we're gonna talk to Madeline in German. And GG for Revo, as he will be moving on with 51 deaths. And DSgamer just entered 3000, now at flag 26. If the 39 PB on SRC is correct, he is looking at a very solid time here. Let's give him some energy and let's hope that he will finish his run in a satisfiable way. In a satisfactory fashion. Oh, has to save himself. Uh-oh. Okay, ends up dying, but he will be just fine. And I will look if we can get Revo in here. Talk a bit about his 5B and 6B run. That was a treat for the eyes. And even though DSgamer has lost this race, I will stress again, he is not out of the tournament just yet. This is a double elimination bracket, and so he will move to the lower bracket, and he will face up against Louder. And speak of the devil, it's the man Revo.
Let's see if I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, right, perfectly. Yeah, that was I don't know. I was planning to actually play 5B. 6B was an idea that came in the moment. This morning I was kinda trolling, playing so many percent runs with actually 5, and I actually got the 32, even with 6B on 5B. But that's
really nice.
Yeah, but then that's not very likely to happen. Actually, I was having even better 5B, 6Bs, and I took like a lot of time in 5B for getting the corner boost. It's quite a gamble, but actually that part of the route is not completely just showcase. With some proper training and some luck, because that trick is very, very finicky, I think that route actually is going to be the main route in some moment. Probably just not yet.
Especially when people get better at 5B, then it will, you can actually just a bunch of time.
My ALPB in 5B is 2:39. That is almost a minute better than the one I got just on this run. That's time during a 90% run will be equal to a sub 4 mirror temple chapter. So that will be definitely some time save. But yeah, it's quite a big gamble because it's really hard to actually get that corner boost. So it's a really risky play.
And even after the corner boost, there's still the rest of the chapter to complete.
Yeah, it's a B-side. B-sides are meant to be brutal, so it's okay. It's a thing you have to be prepared to deal against it. And 6B was bad, but not terrible, honestly. And yeah, that was, as I said, more like a showcase decision, because I don't know, I didn't have any chance to PB. If I had, if I was out of chapter 5 with chances of getting a PB, probably then I will use the 6A route, but since it was not, I said why not?
Why not show off a bit? I agree.
Yeah, because mainly because especially because most of people actually don't know how 6B strats are, so just a little showcase, even if I failed a lot. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks Luai for the commentary.
Yeah, well, that was very enjoyable to watch. And DSgamer just finished, actually. He had a 39-17.
That's his PB. Actually, hey, this might be maybe a PB by 1 second?
Yeah.
Or by frames?
I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, because that was 373. That was his previous, his run now.
Oh, he did not PB by 0.6 seconds.
Oh, that's
rough.
Well, GG anyways. Having a run so close to PB is actually very insane, so congratulations to him.
Yeah, he looked really solid, mostly. Didn't get stuck in...
Yeah, he's trying... No, wait. This is a PB.
It is?
It is, yeah. His previous run was...
did I switch it up? So he PB'd by 0.6 seconds.
Exactly. Cool. So congratulations to DSgamer for the PB.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna head off, so thank you everyone again, and thank you Lloyd for the commentary, and see you later in the next round.
Yep, thank you so much for the race. So that was Revo. He did the talking for us. It's really nice. And we'll see if we can get DSgamer in here for some thoughts about his run, as it looked like he PB'd by 0.6 seconds, if our math was correct. So let me see if he is in here. If not, we will go in for some extra information. As I said, Revo will move on and play gigs in the upper bracket. DSgamer will fall to the lower bracket and face off against Louder, which both should be interesting races. And for more Celeste today, in 15 minutes on Speed Gaming 3, we will have Celeste against Relvoy, another upper bracket match, and that should be a close one. These two are, I think, only 1 or 2 minutes apart from each other. And I will also be there, providing some thoughts on their match. And so if DSgamer is not ready for some thoughts, we will move to Speed Gaming 3 for the next amazing Celeste race. Gix is scared. I do not seem to be able to find him or them. Maybe it's just TS. So in that case, thank you so much for watching this race. Once again, we will be moving to Speed Gaming 3 for another race in 15 minutes. And after that, we will also... yeah, that will be... It looks to be the last race of today for the schedule so far. And the next races will be tomorrow on Monday. So yes, in 15 minutes, 3 PM EDT, twitch.tv/speedgaming3, we will have Celeste against Relvoy, and I hope to see you there. And be sure to follow Revolution and DSgamer on their Twitches. Give them a, give them a hand, give them a round of applause for their amazing runs here, as we will be seeing more of both of them in this amazing Celeste tournament. So once again, thank you for watching this race. I was Blue Eye 95, and I will see you soon, I hope, on Speed Gaming 3.